Hey Ellie fans, sorry for all the sad girl content as of late. I know I said, I think in the last vlog that we weren't going to be doing that anymore, but something has come to my attention, a thing has happened, and I feel like I need to talk to you guys about it because it is all I have been thinking about, and I just need a vent. So Ellie fans, just let me vent to you, okay? So I think you guys know I am no stranger to self-loathing, to sometimes not feeling the greatest. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with not being 100%. I think anyone else would agree, you know, you're not 100% all the time. Sometimes you feel sorry for yourself. Sometimes you feel ugly. Sometimes you don't, and that's totally fine. You know, it's not body positivity every single day. It's not, I love my body, or, oh, I'm so happy. That's impossible and such a crazy, thing. Like, life's a highway, life's a roller coaster, and that analogy is so true. Or like mountains and valleys. Life is constantly changing and evolving, and you have your highs and you have your lows, but nothing ever grows on the peaks. Everything grows in the valleys. When you hit that low point, when you have those days where you just don't feel the greatest, that's where the most change happens. That's where you learn about yourself, you learn about your weaknesses, and you have perspective, and then you have those high moments in your life. And life's just about like balancing those out, so those highs and lows aren't so like insane, but they're more, sometimes they happen, but otherwise, whatever. I watched lots of TED Talks and self-help videos before this, so I'm mostly just regurgitating things that they've told me. So if it sounds eclectic and manic, that's probably why. But I say all of this to just say, like, nobody else is stuck with you for the amount of time that you are stuck with yourself. You're stuck with yourself, so you might as well make it a great place to be, like a happy, fun place to live. And there's lots, like, social media has been very detrimental. Oh, she knows words. Detrimental to, I think, a lot of young people, especially developing brains. Look at me, I'm Ellie, and I'm a scientist because I watched 4 TED Talks. But, like, you have so much access to these people, and you can't help but compare your life to them and your looks, and you can't help but wish you had everything they have. And I think that's why, like, for some, like Addison Rae, like, obviously when you look at Addison Rae, you're like, oh my God, she's perfect and she must be so happy. But, like, no, the thing with social media is people only ever show you the best versions of themselves. And no one's going to talk about the depressive episode they have, or, I mean, maybe they will, but, like, and even if they do, you don't really get the full picture. You're like, oh my gosh, they have depression just like me. They're sad just like me. And, like, blah, 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 blah. But, like, I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say is you don't get the full picture. You don't know someone from social media, I guess. I don't know. Another thing is when people try to change themselves, try to better themselves, a lot of people give them crap for, like, trying to change. Like, for me, for the lap band, is always like, oh, why do you have to get surgery? Why do you have to be skinny? And it's like, why do you care? Like, this is my life. Like, why does it matter what I do if I'm just trying to make myself happier? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why go and attack someone for just trying to be happy? And I think a big part of trying to be happy is failing. And, like, I don't think the lap band is a failure at all. I think I'm very proud of what I've done, and it's not a failure in the sense like I'm losing weight, which is great, but, like, it's been very difficult. Like, it's not an easy thing, and a journey is never easy. And people are like, or like people who get plastic surgery, or, I don't know, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm just sick of people giving other people crap for just trying to be happy. Like, what is wrong in your life? Like, why don't you take a look in your life? to see what's wrong with you, why you get so mad at other people for just trying to like do something, to be an active agent in their own life. I've been the butt of the joke my entire life. People's cruelty does not surprise me. Like when I started YouTube, everyone, YouTube and TikTok, like the comments were like, fat pig, like oink oink, like you're disgusting, kill yourself, all the good stuff, you know, like you're fat, this surgery's stupid, like you're disgusting for getting surgery, like, you know, just like the classic YouTube comments. And that stuff doesn't surprise me. You know, I get it, unfortunately, but yeah. But recently, but like online, it's different, because these people don't know you. And although the comments like stick out like sore thumbs, and I think about them for days after I read them, and they just sit in my mind, and I think, am I a fat pig? It's funny, but I'm like really sad about it. But anyways, it's like, am I a fat pig? Am I disgusting? You know, maybe I should, you know, and you think about it, and it's like, no matter how many positive comments, one negative one, that will be the one that you think about and you just like can't get out of your head. But it's a lot harder when someone says it to your face, which is the lesson and the thing I want to talk to you guys about. Someone recently told me that fat girls put out. Yeah, I didn't know that. Did you? Apparently, I think the philosophy behind fat girls put out is that fat girls are so starved of physical, emotional intimacy, of love, affection, attention, because the media and the rest of the world shames us, hates us, thinks we're disgusting, blames us for just simply existing. How dare you exist in your size 20 jeans, you pig. You know, and because of that, we gravitate towards people who will give us the tiniest bit of attention, little crumbs. They'll plant them, you know, a little attention here, and we'll take whatever we can get because, you know, everyone else hates us. We hate ourselves. And that's why fat girls put out, because nobody loves them. So they'll just have sex or put out apparently with anyone because that's all they can get, which, mind you, has nothing to do with the fact that they're fat. This can be anyone. Like, yeah, I just said it was like for fat girls, but like, if you really think about it, that can be anyone and is anyone. You know that Casey Musgraves song, Merry-Go-Round or something? I don't know. But it's, we hold on to high school love because we think the first one's good enough. I don't think this is a problem with fat girls. I think it may be more common with them, hence the fat girls put out stereotype, apparently. But lots of people do not like themselves. Lots of people think they're unlovable, and it has nothing to do with weight and everything to do with just self-esteem and just your image of yourself, which is self-esteem, Ellie. Jesus. You guys, I'm losing my mind here. But it has everything to do with you. Like, you know, you think, oh, I'll never be loved. So you just gravitate to that first person that shows you the tiniest bit of affection, love, whatever, you know, and you think this is great. And you hold on to that because you think, I'm never going to get this again. This is all I'm going to get. So yeah, maybe the guy's an asshole. Maybe he's a total dick and he's rude and he smells bad. But you know what? He said you were pretty and it made you feel good for a little bit before he started playing Fortnite and just kind of forgot about you the rest of the night and never answered your snaps, you know? But it's like, at least he said that one thing, right? He said that one thing and it made me happy and it was one person. Like, no, sweetie, no. The world is so much bigger. There's so many more better people in this world than that one guy who played Fortnite and called you pretty. Okay, I promise you. And I'm kind of saying that to myself, you know. I promise you, Ellie, this guy's not worth it. No one who makes you feel like shit or makes you feel like you need them You know, like, you need me, you know, you're just a fat, whatever, blah, 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 or, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know. Whoever makes you feel like you need them is a piece of shit, and they can go freaking shut up and freaking put a sock in their mouth. I'm saying freaking a lot. Now with the whole putting out thing, if you want to go have sex with, oh my gosh, excuse me. If you want to go have sex with everybody who shows you the tiniest bit of whatever, like, great, that's fine. Again, I'm not going to diss you for doing something that makes you happy. If that genuinely makes you happy, you get enjoyment from that, great, do that, whatever, fine, fantastic. However, if you are not happy and you're doing that, like, you should only be doing this if you want to. And someone else who, like, manipulates you and forces you into thinking, like, you need to have sex with me because I'm, like, nice to you. Like, what the fuck? No. And, like, I want to have sex, guys, okay? I'm a teenage girl. Spoiler alert, we get horny too. And, like, I totally want to do that, but, like, and I think maybe, like, one day I'd be ready, just, like, not right now, okay? And somebody who can't respect that doesn't deserve you. Even if you are a fat girl and you apparently put out, they should be willing to wait. And anyone who takes advantage of someone in a vulnerable state, who's like clearly emotionally unstable, yes, I'm talking about myself, and who is like going through identity crisis after identity crisis, anyone who takes advantage of someone in that state is, they're the pig, they're the real pig, they're the jackass, they're the freaking butthole. Hopefully some of that made sense. I don't even know, like, what to say anymore. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. It's okay to not love yourself every single day. It's totally fine. But if someone else takes advantage of you in that state, or manipulates you, or makes you think you have to do a certain thing to be loved, to be accepted, they're a piece of shit. And you have the right to say no and to not do things. Because you shouldn't have to sacrifice your body or your boundaries, you know, for someone else's approval. That's not how that works. And if they really do love you and they really do trust you, they would have respect and be willing to wait until you're ready. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, thank God, like, nothing did happen. And I had the self-confidence to, like, put my foot down. I think a Ellie earlier in the year would have maybe done some things I would regret just for someone else's approval. But I think I'm glad I learned that you can't always please people, and that if his name's Kevin, he's probably a fucking pig. Ellie fans, if someone ever makes you feel like shit, frick 'em. Not literally, but frick 'em. Unless they're you. If you make yourself feel like shit, it's okay, it happens. Oh my god, you guys. Being a teenager is fun.